Now we will create a piston rod bushing that will be placed inside this pipe. But first I will hide the displacer piston, so I will select it in part level and use the shortcut Control Space to hide it. Then we will change the length of this pipe, so I will select it in IntelliShape level. Then I will grab this handle and then I use the Control key to snap, and I will snap to 42 millimeters. And to make the piston rod bushing I will use a cylinder. So I will right drag a cylinder and then I will drop it here on the center point. But if you don't see the center point, you can move the cursor to the edge, press and hold the Shift key to snap to the edge, and here you let go the right mouse button and you will drop it as a part, and the cylinder will be placed in the center of the hole. But this cylinder is rather large, so I have to change the diameter of it. So I go to the IntelliShape level and I have to change the diameter a lot so that the diameter will be smaller than the hole. Now I can, and I will also change the length a little bit so it will be easier to handle. So now I will grab this handle and I will move the cursor to this edge, and here I press and hold the Shift key to snap to this edge. And here I let go the left mouse button and then the Shift key. So now I have the right diameter of 8 millimeters. So now I have to change the length a little bit, so I will grab this handle and drag and I will drop it there and type 30 and hit enter. Next we will cut a hole through the bushing, so I will use a cut cylinder to do that. Grab a cut cylinder, drop it here in the center and change the diameter to 5, and it should go right through. So I will grab this handle, press the Shift key, hold the Shift key and snap to this edge, and it will go through the bushing. Then we will place the bushing inside the pipe, so I will select the bushing in IntelliShape level, and here I will right click and choose Flip Extrude Direction, and it will be placed here in the pipe. So then I will select it in part level and go to Properties, and we will change the name here to Piston Rod Bushing. Hit enter, copy the name and paste it in description, and the part number will be 122 and hit enter. Then we come up down here to select another color and we will paint it with this yellow color. Then we will bring back the displacer piston, so we use Shift Space to show all. Next step is to make a connecting rod bracket that will be attached to this piston rod. But before we make the bracket, we have to extend the length of this piston rod, so I will select it in IntelliShape level, grab the handle, press the Control key and hold it and snap to 80 millimeters. Then we will right drag a cylinder and drop it here on the center point, drop it as a part, click OK, and we change the diameter to 12 millimeters. Type 12 and hit enter, and the thickness will be 7 millimeters. Now when we have it in IntelliShape level, we right click and choose Flip Extrude Direction, so it will be in the right location on the piston rod. And then we have to cut a hole through this bracket, and there is a couple of ways to do it. You can use a cut cylinder to cut a hole, or you can right click this IntelliShape and go to Edit Cross Section. Then you come up here to select Project command and click on this highlighted face. So now you copy the edges to the grid, and then you can come up here to click Finish and you have cut a hole. Then we have to remove materials from this side so that we eventually can mount a connecting rod to this crank disc. And we will use a cut extrude to remove material. So I will drop the cut extrude here, and I grab this handle, use the shift key to snap to this node, and I will grab this handle to snap to this node, and I will grab this handle to snap to that node. Let's see now, like so. And this cut extrude should go right through the bracket, so I will grab this handle, use the shift key to snap to that edge. Then I'll right click this handle and choose edit distance from center point of this edge, and it will be 5 millimeters. So that will be enough material to remove to mount a connecting rod. So now I will select the bracket in part level, go to properties. Here I will change name to connecting rod bracket. And hit enter. I copy the name, paste it here in description, and the part number will be 124 and hit enter. And I will paint it with this color, this gray color. So next we will cut a notch here on top of the pillar. So we will use a cut extrude to do that. So I will select the cut extrude, drop it here on the center point, and I will right click and hold this handle so that we change the width symmetrically. And we change it to 4 millimeters. Hit enter. And because we dropped it on the center point, I can also right click here and hold to change the width or the length. So I will drop it there, and then I will right click and hold again so that I can, and press the shift key to snap to this node here. So it will go through the top of the pillar. And the depth will be 15. Type 15 and hit enter. So then I go to top front right and fit scene, and we will save this scene, so we will continue in the next video.